Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Rizky Fadila from class 2A. In here, I will present some material for this semester in the course Language Material Evaluation and Development. Okay, this is about some material that I will discuss, namely syllabus, RPP, and curriculum. The second material is analysis of English textbook material. The next material is evaluation and assessment. And the last material, approach, technique, and method in teaching. Okay, next, what is curriculum? The curriculum is anything that can affect the learning process, including teaching methods, how to evaluate students, study program, guidance and counseling, supervision and administration, as well as structural methods related to time, number of room, and the possibility of choosing subject. A curriculum is a focus of study consisting of various courses all designed to reach a particular proficiency or qualification. And the curriculum is a set of plan and arrangement regarding the objective, content and learning material, as well as the method used, guidelines for implementing learning activity to achieve national educational goals. So it can be concluded that the curriculum is a learning device found in an educational institution to direct the teaching and learning process so that it runs well and regularly. Okay, the next material is the different curriculum 2013 and curriculum 2006. The 2013 curriculum is further step in the development of the competency-based curriculum that was initiated in 2004 and KTSP 2006, which include competency, attitude, knowledge, and skill in integrated manner. The 2013 curriculum, which is based on character and competence, was born in response to various criticism of the 2006 curriculum and accordance with the development of needs and the world of work. Curriculum 2006, the Education Unit Level Curriculum KTSP is a refinement of the 2004 curriculum, or better known as the Competency-Based Curriculum KBK. KTSP consists of educational objectives at the educational unit level, the structure and content of the education unit level curriculum, educational calendar, and syllabus and plans for implementing learning. The KTSP is designed or in order that every school can develop the teaching and learning process according to the student character and the situation of school. Okay, the next material. What is syllabus? Syllabus is an outline and summary of topic to be covered in an education or training course. It is descriptive. A syllabus is often either set out by one exam board or prepared by the professor who supervises or controls the course quality. It may be provided in paper from or online. Both syllabus and curriculum are often fused and usually given to each student during the first class season so that the objective and the means of obtaining them are clear. A syllabus usually contains specific information about the course, such as information on how, where, and when to contact the lecturer and teaching assistant. An outline of what will be covered in the course, a schedule of test dates, and the due dates for assignment. The grading policy for the course, specific classroom rules within many courses concluding in an action. Syllabus are used to ensure consistency between school and that all teachers know what must be taught and what is not required. Exam can only test knowledge based on information including in the syllabus. Okay, the next material is the different syllabus 2013 and syllabus 2006. Syllabus 2013, according to Andi Prastowo, 2013 curriculum syllabus is a learning plan in a certain lesson or terms that include core competencies. Competencies basic, learning material, learning activity, assessment allocation time, and learning research. And syllabus 2006, according to Widharyanto 2006, KTSP 2006 suggests language learning Indonesian use a variety of approaches, so it boils down to learning that is fun and student-centered or student-centered rather than focusing on teacher or teacher-centered. Okay, in this next material, the difference between curriculum and syllabus. Curriculum is for a course. Curriculum is the superset. Curriculum is a consideration of the objective, the contents, method chosen to achieve the objective. And syllabus. Syllabus is for a subject. Syllabus is the subset of the curriculum. Syllabus is the concept to be taught. And the next material, what is RPP? According to Kunandar 2011, the Learning Implementation Plan (RPP) is a plan that describes the procedure and organization of learning to achieve a basic competency set out in the content standard and described in the syllabus. And the next material, component of syllabus and RPP. Component syllabus. The first, competency. The second, standard basic. Third, competency for main material or learning. The next, learning activity. And then indicator and assessment and time allocation. And the last, learning resources. And this is component RPP. The first, subject identify, competency standard, basic competency. The next, competency achievement, and then indicator learning, and objective teaching, material time allocation, learning method learning, activity learning, and the last, resources. Okay, the next material, analysis of English textbooks material, grade 12 English package book. Chapter 1, May I help you? Chapter 2, Why don't you visit Seattle? Chapter 3, Creating caption. Chapter 4, Do you know how to apply for a job? Chapter 5, Who is involved? Chapter 6, Online school registration. Chapter 7, Is garbage in artwork or? Chapter 8, How to make. Chapter 9, How to eat careful. Chapter 10, How to use Photoshop. Chapter 11, Let's make a better world for all. Okay, the next material, what is evaluation? Evaluation is an adaptation of English. Evaluation, which is defined as an assessment or assessment. Nurkanca 1983 states that evaluation is an activity carried out with respect to the process to determine the value of a thing. Manuel Rakajoni 1975 explained that evaluation is a process to consider an item, thing, or symptom by considering various factors, which is then called value judgment. Okay, the next material, what is assessment? According to James A. McLaughlin and Rena B. Lewis, 1994, a systematic process in collecting data on a child that serves to see the ability and difficult faced by a person at the time as material to determine what is really needed. According to Bonnie Campbell-Hill and Cynthia Ruptik, 1994, assessment is the process of gathering evidence and documenting a child's learning and growth. Assessment is the process of collecting events and documenting a child's growth and learning. Based on this information, the teacher will be able to develop a learning program that is realistic and accordance with the objective reality. Okay, the next material, the difference about evaluation and assessment. The first, the process of collecting, reviewing, and using data for the purpose of improving current performance is called assessment. A process of providing an assessment based on defined criteria and evidence is called evaluation. Second, Assessment is diagnostic as it tends to identify area of improvement. On the other hand, evaluation is judgmental as it aims to provide an overall score. Third, the assessment provides feedback on performance and ways to improve performance in the future. Against this, the evaluation ensures whether the standards are met or not. Four, the purpose of assessment is formative, to improve the quality, whereas evaluation is all about assessing the quality. Therefore, the aim is summative. And the last, in the assessment, the relationship between the rater and the rater is reflective. That is, the criteria are defined internally. In contrast, evaluation as evaluators share a perspective relationship in which standards are imposed externally. So, the difference between evaluation and assessment lies in the scope and implementation. Okay, the next material, what is true, false? The question are the form of statement. Some of the statements are right and some are wrong. The person being asked in the task with marking each of these statements by circling B for the correct statement according to him and S for the incorrect statement. One of the functions of the true-false form is to measure the ability of students to distinguish between fact and opinions. Okay, the next material. What is multiple choice? The multiple choice test consists of the statement or notification about an incomplete understanding, and to complete it must choose one of several possible answers that have been provided. This test consists of a description stem and a possible answer or alternative option. Possible answer consists of one correct answer, namely the answer key and several distractors. Okay, the next material. What is essay? An essay is a process essay that discusses an issue in passing from the other personal point of view. In the essay, contain opinions, view, or personal expression of the author about a thing that is happening or taking place in society. Okay, the next material. What is approach in teaching and learning process? Teacher center. These methods are more traditional, focusing on the teacher as instructor, sometimes referred as direct instruction. Deductive teaching or expository teaching and the type of the presentation lecture. The teacher controls what is to be taught and how students are presented with the information that the student to learn. And second, child center, sometimes referred as a discovery learning, inductive learning, or inquiry learning, and place a stronger emphasis on the learner role in the learning process. And third, inductive and deductive. Inductive student moves towards specific example to general rules. In deductive, it was the opposite because of the principle or rule is put in front of student and then it is clarified by giving example. For Herbartian, according to John F. Herbert, said the teaching should be planned activity. If we intend to make it such as presentation, comprehension, and abstraction, generalization, and application. And the next, evaluation or Bloom, his main emphasis what testing should be based on teaching and but this active should be object-centered. It was their main step. A. Formulating educational objective. B. Creating learning experience. And C. Evaluating the change behavior. And the last, RCEM, developed at Regional College of Students MyScore. The teaching learning situation, strategy, and aid material is properly stated in them of it has their step A. Input, B. Process, and C. Output. The next material, what is technique and teaching and learning process? The first, learning gamification. There are some common ways in teaching and learning process such as language learning games, quiz and online platforms. And second, learning beyond the classroom. Learning outside of the classroom has been proven to be incredibly beneficial with particular focus placed on student connection with nature and learning outdoors or school trips. And the last, use of technology. There are some common ways such as creative mediums, video and audio recording. Okay, the next material. What is method in teaching a learning process? The first, participatory. Refers the way of teacher and student are in constant interaction, active involvement, and continuous exchange of view and idea in the overall teaching and learning. The method, sometimes known as interactive teaching method or learner-centered teaching method. Second, non-participatory. The teacher casts himself or herself in the role of being a master of the subject matter, looked upon by the learners as an expert and authority. Okay, the next material. In making the question for evaluation, what should you prepare? The first, need to conduct direct and indirect assessment. Prefer to let students evaluate how will they help learner. And second, knowledge your target group and topic of evaluation. Teacher can use a debate for a very topical issue related to your topic or an online quiz as demonstrated in the attached. Okay, the next material. What are the criteria of good evaluation? The first, accurate and unambiguous. Second, comprehensive but concise. Third, direct and answer-oriented. 4. Measurable and consistently. 5. Understandable. 6. Practical. And the next, sensitive. And the last, explicit about uncertainty. I think that's all from me. Sorry if there are many shortcomings. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.